Hello again. Um, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to talk about this video. Um, kind of wanted to talk about the Bible, and I've been reading the Gospel of John, and honestly, it's probably been my favorite out of all the four. I like Matthew. I like all of them. I'm not real too familiar with Mark, but Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. I kind of know Luke, but I've definitely read Matthew and John the most. And I'm in chapter 11, and Lazarus just it's the rising of Lazarus. I almost called him Lateralus or something. Yeah, Jesus raised him from the dead. He was dead 4 days, and Lazarus was Jesus's friend, and he was really upset. He even cried in chapter 11, verse 35. Jesus wept. That's the entire verse, and it shows his compassion. And he was human, and he was 100% human and is 100% God, and yet he still cried because his friend died. And crap, what was I gonna say? Let's see if I can kind of remember what I was gonna say. He was human, 100% human, 100% God. He cares about us. Clearly, and it got me kind of thinking about crap, I knew what I was gonna say too, and then it just kind of left me. Oh yeah, it kind of had me, for some reason, think about I started to think about the Passion of the Christ movie, and how sometimes it'd show Jesus before his ministry. I think in the movie it showed Jesus as a kid, and he was running and playing, and he stumbled, and Mary was running after him to make sure he was okay. And Jesus, his dad was a carpenter. I don't know if he did any carpentry. It doesn't really tell you, but I'm just basing this off the movie, which I know it's not really the best thing to do. But when he was building the chairs and the tables, it had me think of oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He was fully human, fully God. He faces the same temptations and battles and emotions. He feels hunger. He everything, and he's still he did it. He fulfilled the law perfectly. He went all of his life throughout sinning. like, not saying he didn't get tempted, because he did. He just knew how to deal with that temptation and what to, like, it's crazy because it seems impossible to us to live a sinless life when we sin like every hour of the day and every second and every minute. Like, we can't go without it. And Jesus tells us to sin no more, and it's kind of like, how? Because, like, when he like told that that woman caught in adultery to, like, after he kind of, like, saved her, like, everybody was picking up stones to try to stone her, and he was like, anybody who hasn't sinned once can, throw a stone. And nobody did, and everybody left, and he was like, where are your accusers or something? And it was like, go on and sin no more. And the blind dude, which Jesus made like mud and clay and like put it over his eyes and made the blind guy like wash it off, and like some body of water. It was called Shalom, or I forget what it was called. And then he tells him to go on and sin no more, and it's kind of just impossible for us. But he is the good shepherd. He lays his life down for the sheep, and he definitely did that for us. We have a remedy for our sins, and we have forgiveness for our transgressions. My mouth is getting dry. I feel like I haven't talked this much in a video. Water's kind of warm. What was I saying? He lays his life down for the sheep. He's a good shepherd. He's our remedy for our sin. We're not bound by law anymore. We're under grace. That law is kind of a mirror of how sinful we are. We have a forgiveness, and that's not a reason why we should live in sin. But I mean, without Jesus, we'd be damned to hell. And that's, we just got to be thankful for what he did. And while he was, he faced the same temptations as us, when he was human. And it's just, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I was like praying, and I was like, I don't know what to talk about, like, if I ever started a video, because I haven't been. And that kind of just just spoke to me, I guess. Because I was talking about it to my mom, and it was like kind of crazy. That's all I really have to talk about. I hope you maybe got something out of this. I like doing this. I want to make better videos. Get some like editing software and maybe make an actual video instead of just not really doing anything in Minecraft and running around, not doing anything and talking. But thank you for the people for you that watch this. There's one person, I forget their username, but I know they comment quite a lot. Not quite a lot, but yeah, Froggy, they've commented on 2 of my videos, and I'm happy that they watch this. So thank you. And I think I'm gonna end it here. So thank you. Bye.